Welcome to Klamath County, home of Oregon, Sunshine City, Crater Lake, and the absolute best of talk radio, interviews, music, and comedy in the world. WFTP proudly presents the Queen of Talk Radio, Princess of the Silver Screen, Master of the Culinary Arts, award-winning author and filmmaker. It's the Jennifer Dawn Show with co-host William Joseph.
Awesome. Thank you, John Harvey, Gene Russell Jr., and Randy Litton. Man, I know they're heading out on the road. I want them to drive safe. They did that jingle for me, and I'm going to play that 3 or 4 times tonight. I mean, it's amazing, and they really touched my heart because they just did that for me at Black Creek Studios, and it's just amazing. They recorded it today and jetted it to me. That will open my show, every single show. Shout out tonight. We have Don Vick of the Don Vick Show coming on. I'm so excited to talk to him. Many other greats in music and artists, and a lot of other good news coming out. But right now, how many of you feel like this is your day? Check it. Mac Burke, Bluetooth.
Don't you know how I feel? Baby, can't you understand? Ever since the first time I saw you, I want to be your man. And she looked me in the eye, said I don't even know who you are. You better keep on walking and step away from my car.
Back off, mister.
Whoa, I'm sorry. I was talking with my Bluetooth on. I can't stop talking once I turn it on. It must look funny being hands-free. Won't you try to understand me? I got two conversations going on. I got my Bluetooth on. Yes, honey. Yeah, I'm holding it now. Okay, I'll get it. Late night Walmart front again. She said they got everything we need. Ball gloves, Hot Wheels, football, videos and CDs. I make my way to the checkout stand when I get the call. She said, did you remember to get those stimulant products? I said, man, I'm really getting sick of y'all.
Welcome to Walmart.
I'm so sorry. I was talking with my Bluetooth on. I can't stop talking once I turn it on. It must look funny being hands-free. Won't you try to understand me? I got two conversations going on. I got my Bluetooth on. In the kitchen making iced tea. She's got her Bluetooth on, taking care of me. I thought it was funny, that look on her face. And she looked up and said, hey, time for you to pick up the plate. Are you talking to me, babe?
No, honey, I'm on the phone. I'm talking on the phone, babe.
She was talking with her Bluetooth on. She can't stop talking once she turns it on. funny being hands-free. And I know she understands me. She's got two conversations going on. She's got her Bluetooth on. Yes, ma'am. I'd like to get my boy one of them there Bluetooths. He likes to drive and talk a lot. Wouldn't be that big a deal, but he drives a motorcycle and says all his friends were doing it. But I sure ain't to see him get pulled over for a DWT. I thank you, Missy. Yeah. Let's get it going on and get your Bluetooth on. Hang on, I gotta take this call.
How many of you feel like that in a day? All right, how many electronics, techtronics, whatever we got going on with us? I mean, I got 5 computers, I got 3 cell phones, got a microphone, a studio, you know, we got camera equipment, we got everything going on, and all of them take a Bluetooth. I think, given all that, we could use a little naked time.
I was always in a hurry, full of doubts, full of worries, life's pressures building in my mind. They just kept piling up till one day I had enough, had to find some way to unwind. Took my 3-year-old some fishing poles and headed for the lake. Taught my son how to cast and got out of his way. He was bare-bottomed in rubber boots, fishing in his birthday suit. He was watching his bobber bouncing in the tide. He really didn't give a little pull, not a single care in this soil. It was then and there I realized we all could use a little naked time. Spent the day sitting in the sand, looking at that little man, smiling, laughing, having the best time. Each stick he tossed into the waves, felt my troubles drift away. He showed me the simplest side of life. He was bare-bottomed in rubber boots, fishing in his birthday suit. He was watching his bobber, I was watching his time. He really didn't give a little pull, not a single care in this world. It was then and there I realized we all could use a little naked time. Now when I find myself losing my perspective, I recall the day my son helped me find my direction. He was bare-bottomed in rubber boots, fishing in his birthday suit. He was watching his barber, I was watching his smile. He really did, kept on trying till he had his first fish on that line. It was then and there I realized we all could use a little naked time. Naked time. Use a little naked time.
All right, little naked time. Who wouldn't want that, right? All right, we got a very special guest coming on tonight. Victor Santiago, straight out of Boston. And I got to tell you what, I love Boston. Don't want to live there again, but I love Boston. I mean, you got the Red Sox, you got the Celtics, whatever else you got. But you got Victor Santiago. So let's see if we can't pull him up here and see if he'll answer his phone. Here we go. Hello.
Hello?
There he is, Victor Santiago.
How you doing, Jennifer?
I am doing great, and it is so good to have you on the show tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Award-winning event host, producer-director, host of your own podcast, The Don Vick Show, and all-around entrepreneur and getting yourself out there and helping other people. I am honored.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So, what you got going on with you now?
That's, well, I just got back from Atlantic City last weekend. I was at Celebrity Boxing with my team.
Oh, yeah, that was great. That was great. And
yeah.
Who was the main boxer out there again?
Hazel Roche fought L.B. Shore, recording artist L.B. Shore.
How did it turn out?
Well, Hazel lost, L.B. Shore won.
Okay. Was it on a knockout or what?
It wasn't no knockout. It was over a decision.
Okay, so nobody laid nobody flat.
No, not that fight.
Okay, all right. But you had a great time. I saw some of your photos out there.
Yeah, we had a great time. I met some other recording artists, Kid and Play. I met from the Housewives of Jersey. I met Renee Garciano and Jen Harvey.
Oh.
Yes. Who else did I meet out there? And some celebrities that are on YouTube that were there as well. Flavor Flav was there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, there was a lot of celebrities there at that fight. So it was fun.
Now, No, go ahead. Go ahead.
It was fun. We had, we recorded some of the fight, and we went, and then after we went out and we danced a little bit.
Oh, wow, you dance.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I got to see some of that. You need to do a video of that. I got to see Don Vick dance, y'all. Now, tell me, are those New Jersey housewives, are they exactly like the TV show?
They're more laid back when they're not on the show.
But they hot, right? They hot as they are on the show, right?
Yeah.
Well, you give them a shout out. You give them a shout out from Jennifer Dawn. Man, they got it going on that show.
Yeah, I'll be surprised with some of the stuff that they do and say.
I wonder if they would rather be housewives from Jersey or housewives from Hollywood or housewives from Florida. If they had a choice, would they stay in Jersey?
I would think so, because they're Jersey girls,
You can't beat Jersey girls.
Nah,
there's
some hot girls.
Oh, yeah, then they are homespun and loyal. They are loyal to Jersey.
Yeah, they are.
Awesome.
Very much.
Yeah, I bet that was fun meeting them and everything. So what else did you do out there? Because you're from Boston, so you drove into Jersey, right?
Right. We're from Boston, me and my co-host and my team, my son Stax and my grandson P, which is, came out with us. And, so we're from out here in Boston, and this is like my second time going to Jersey to watch a fight.
Oh, wow, cool. Now, do you host any part of the fight, or do you help produce any part of that, or
No, I know fighters. I know some of the fighters that fight. So I go out there and I hang out with them and I try to get them on my show, but it'd be so much stuff happening that I can't, it's hard for me to get them on a show with everybody screaming and hollering. So what I do is now I'm gonna reach out to them sometime this week and have them come on the show and talk about the fight.
I think that would be awesome. Now, you host the Don Vick Show.
Correct.
And you started that yourself, right?
Yes, I started that on my own.
What made you start the Don Vick Show?
Well, it's funny. I was actually getting interviewed by a friend, and they were like, you should try that. You're people's people. You're outgoing. You're funny. I think people will like you. People like to be around you. You're like a magnet. So one day I was just hanging out, and I said, you know what? Let me just try this live and see how it goes. And I tried it, and I interviewed this local rapper, and I was stunned by the views that I was getting and people logging in and watching it. That I said, wow, I might have something going on here. So I did it again and again and again. And, it just started, people just started calling me, talking about they want to be on my show. They like my show. I'm funny. And, and I just kept going, and I took it a little bit more serious. And here I am today.
Well, yeah, you're doing great. I mean, it's going gold, man.
Yeah, I'm not exactly, where I want to be, but I'm okay with it. I see progress, so I'm okay with that.
Well, if we don't have goals, where are we going to be?
Exactly.
You got to have something to shoot for, and we might just start out on a whim, but then you start getting a vision.
Yes, you got to have a vision, because without a vision, nothing would happen. You got a vision and you got a dream.
Yeah.
Right? And like my motto, think it, believe it, and achieve it, right?
I love it. Yes, definitely. If
So,
you can
we
believe
have the power.
it. Yeah.
Right. We have the power and will to make the dreams come true.
Believe it, see it, and be it.
There you go.
Well, that's the motto I've always lived by, because I never know what I'm going to wake up to, and I suppose you don't either.
No. What we have to realize is that when we close our eyes at night, there's no guarantees. So when you do wake up, it's, you got to praise God that you woke up the next morning.
Well, you do. Yeah.
Life is short. Life is short, and we need to accomplish a lot of things that we want to accomplish in life. So,
well, and you know what I always say, because you and I do talk a lot, and we've gotten fairly close over time. But you know what I say is, if you don't try, you'll never know. But if you try and fail, you're no worse than where you were. But if you try and succeed, then you're further ahead.
Right, 100%.
But you got to try first.
Yes.
Yeah. So many people are afraid to try. Now, you believe in God, our higher power, don't you?
Yes, I'm very spiritual.
And so you contribute a lot of your growth and success to God, and the fact that God loves all of us, and He believes in all of us.
Amen.
So many people won't believe in themselves first, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
There's, there is a God there, and because, you got to think, what created us? What made us so perfect? There's something out there that created us. And with that type of power, to create human beings like us, to think, to talk, to walk, to, be able to have a vision, that is like something super powerful, and God is the Omega, and he's the creator.
Not only,
and
and he gave us a free will, but it's what we do with that free will.
Exactly.
And you're growing with your free will, and you're making good out of it. And I give you credit, and I give anybody credit who wants to do that.
Right.
I gotta ask you, did you see the Oscars this year? You know I'm gonna ask you about Will Smith.
Yes, I didn't see the Oscars, but I did see what happened.
Well, I saw it live, and when that happened, I got to tell you, I stood for the man. I did. And I still stand for the man because he was standing for his woman.
Right.
And to me, that's important.
Of course.
Maybe he did it wrong or whatever, and, but I don't know, man. If that had happened to me, because, Jada has a medical condition, and she can't help it. And that was not in the script when they did the rehearsal. So Chris Rock just threw that out there.
Yeah, he did.
And I'm, I know he's a comedian, and when we're in the public light, we are open to all kinds of criticism, and it's supposed to just go with the territory. But not our family.
Right.
How did you feel about that? I mean, what was your take on that? Was he right or was he wrong?
Well, first of all, I was shocked. Knowing that Will is a public figure for everyone, not just the black community, but for everyone. The fact that, he blew his top, he didn't maintain cool, and he did what he did, shocked me. Did Chris Rock cross the line? Yeah, I would say he did.
I would say he did too.
Will, should he dealt with it in a different way? He could have.
I think so, because what is it I always say? And, I always say don't feed the monkeys. And what I mean is there's always the reviews. There's always the people that are going to dog you. They're always going to come at you when you're a public figure. And I always say don't reply back. Take it with grace.
Right.
And so, it could go either way.
Right. I just think that it could have been handled a different way. He could have just probably said, when he went up to the stage, he could have hugged him and said, listen, don't ever say nothing like that again. Or pulled him to the side afterwards and say, hey, what you did was disrespectful, and can you please keep my wife's name out your mouth? There's a lot of ways he could have handled it.
I think so.
But I guess at that moment when he said it, I really believe that it just touched a nerve, and he probably was thinking or going through some things, and he reacted.
Well, he laughed at first. And then Jada made a face, and then I think she might have said something. So to be a man, he kind of felt he might have had to do something.
Right.
And I think as a man, he felt he handled it. But what did you think about what Denzel Washington said?
Oh.
Because, oh man, doesn't that hit home, right?
Yeah, it does,
At your highest point.
The devil's always waiting for that moment.
And he's going to get you at your highest point. And,
that's right.
After he said that, they went off camera, but, Denzel and a couple other people pulled him aside, and they knelt down beside him, and they were there for him. Do you think that he should lose his Oscar?
That's like politics.
It is like politics, but I don't think he should, because his movie career and his personal life To me, they're two different things. He earned
Correct.
that Oscar through his work in film,
Right.
not because of his personal life at a live event where someone else crossed the line and touched a membrane, you know?
Exactly.
But I just wanted your take on that. And how do you think you'd have handled that?
Me?
Yeah.
You know, I can't really say because I don't know, and it didn't happen to me. I probably would have reacted the same way or not. You know, I just don't know. But what I do know is that it could have been dealt different, you know, from what I seen. And
Well, yeah.
Will, what was that?
Yeah, I agree. And Will what? You know?
Yeah, I don't know what I would have done, to be honest. I really don't know.
What I found that was strange, Vic, is nobody's apologized to Jada.
Right.
To me, that stood out because, you know, yeah, Will apologized and he didn't apologize to Chris, but he did later through Instagram and whatever. But, and, you know, Chris admitted, you know, that he crossed the line, but has anyone apologized to Jada?
I haven't seen that yet.
I mean, I would think that would be first on their mind because the jilt was to Jada. You
Right.
know? And I just think maybe somebody ought to think about that, like Fox News, you know, Tucker Carlson, you know, Hannity. Hello, guys. You know, they don't bring that out, you know. And I like Tuck and Hannity. I mean, you know, my mom says don't watch Fox News, but I don't always do what my mom says. So I watch Fox News and CNN and all kinds of news. But on all the news stations, I haven't heard anyone apologize to Jada.
I haven't heard it or seen it.
All right, well, let's get away from that in politics and let's talk about John Harvey, Gene Russell, and Randy Litton. And they did my show opening jingle.
That's awesome.
Oh,
They did a great job.
Oh, wasn't that amazing? And they coming on your show.
Yes.
And we talked tonight. They're very excited about your paranormal aspects.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because, you know, and I'm not going to tell the story. I'm going to let John Harvey, but I think on the phone I told you about the girl in the background when they're singing.
Yeah.
All right, so
did.
let's not talk about it, but you let them bring it out. And I think you and Barbara and all your paranormal people might have to travel to their studio.
Yeah, we'll let Barbara travel. Barbara is something else, I'll tell you.
Get that spirit box out, and whoever that backup girl is that just shows up, man, that's an interesting story.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're very excited. Now tell people what you do with paranormal.
Well, that's the thing with paranormal is that what's funny about it, that I'm not a paranormal investigator at all. I'm just a host, you know, and I interview, you know, rappers, directors, actors. My show is totally different from a paranormal show, but I'm into paranormal, so I deal with them because I have so many questions that are unanswered. And when I watch their show, you know, and I see certain things that they catch on camera or voices, you know, a lot of things run through my mind. What if this can be done? Can these ghosts do this and do that? So it caught my attention, and I started reaching out to more paranormal groups and teams and brought them on my show kind of to answer some of my questions and, you know, and see exactly, you know, because a lot of people don't believe in paranormal. And so I do, because I'm spiritual, and I've had experiences, in the past.
Right.
But I love them guys, and I have so many of them that have been on my show, and that's just something that I love to talk about and watch.
Well, it seems like they keep wanting to bring you into it and take you with them.
Yeah, because I've always loved paranormal, and this is the opportunity for me to go out and experience it with a group, that know about paranormal stuff.
Yeah.
So I created a great friendship with a lot of them. So a lot of them had called me out to come to their, locations and come do a live episode or event with them. And I'm just very, grateful that they want me to come out and be part of their organization, part of their paranormal team, and go out with them for an investigation.
Yeah, as long as you don't gotta be there, you just want to host the show. you don't.
Well, they're going to go live, but I'm gonna go live too on my device, watching them.
You're gonna be behind the scenes.
Yeah. Barbara want to keep me in front of the scene. It's not happening.
Nah. Well, you already got a date with Bigfoot out here.
Well, you just touched the nerve, because that's my next move. My next move is to get someone that had experienced Bigfoot or can give me some information on Bigfoot or no locations, because I've always been a fan of Bigfoot.
Well, you wouldn't skydive. You wouldn't skydive with me, so you said you'd go toe-to-toe with Bigfoot. Well, they have the Bigfoot research team out here, and they know all the locations, and you got the T-shirt. So now I'm going to hook you up with them, and then you can do your show with all these Bigfoot people out here in Oregon.
Oh, that'll be amazing. I would love that. I would love to come out of Oregon and do it like a live somewhere in the woods and see if I catch anything.
Well, I ain't going. I'll be here. Because, so many people have said they've seen Bigfoot out here. And as you go up towards Grants Pass, as we go to the coast, there's this place that has all kinds of Bigfoot stuff. And they have these big Bigfoot, life-size Bigfoot things out in their property. They even put a mask on them. But, Bigfoot is big out here, dude. So you're going to have some good Bigfoot sightings out here.
Yeah, Oregon is one of the biggest, one of the spots where it's Bigfoot sightings. It's known for Bigfoot sightings.
Oregon, Washington, up there in the woods.
Canada.
Up in there. So, you come out here, we'll make the route, and I'll sit in the truck.
No, you're not sitting in the truck. You're bringing that rusty 22.
No, it ain't no rusty 22. That's an AR, I tell you what. It's an AR with a clip of 20. So
that's the one I want.
Yeah. We're going to give you the little 38. Special. Now listen, you're doing a film kind of about paranormal, aren't you? What is that film you're doing? I heard tell about that.
Well, the film was thought of by Mark Lee from Enlightened Souls Paranormal, and I connected him with Steve Alexander.
Yes.
And I don't know what they were talking about, but they decided to call me on a three-way and ask me did I want to be part of an idea that they had. and they ran the idea through me, and I said, you know what, this sounds like you guys got something there. And I said yes. I said that I will be gladly to be involved in this film. It's a paranormal film. Knowing that I love paranormal, I accept it, and we're trying to get this film together and put it out.
Now tell everybody kind of what it's about a little bit without giving everything away.
Oh, well,
About the storyline, or
yeah, well, it's based on an event that Steve and his crew went out, and it's about a young lady, a young girl, two of them that were killed in the basement, and they were stuck in the basement. There were like 13 of them, and they got one of the kids to speak to them and tell them certain things. So that's what the movie's based on. It's about those kids that were killed, I believe, by their parent, and kept them in the basement.
Wow. That's pretty touching.
Yeah, it is. It's touching. It's real. And, and I believe Mark and his team has spoke to one of the young little girls that were stuck in the closet. And I believe they asked her what happened, and she said she got murdered and unhung.
Oh, wow, through a spirit box or something.
Yeah,
So,
spirit box.
This is based on a true story then.
Yeah.
Wow, real life.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And you're looking for interested people and investors for this, aren't you?
Correct.
So, and I know that, I'm talking like I don't know nothing about it, but I am sort of a collaborator, but I'm not in or majorly involved other than being a collaborator and kind of a guide, because this is your first film that you're going to produce and direct.
Well, yeah, that's exactly what we're trying to do here. I do have another movie that I'm going to work on that I wrote on my own. But that'll be either after or before this one that we're talking about.
Does it have a title yet?
The one that I have?
Yeah.
No, I've been thinking about it. Because I had a couple names, but I'm not sure exactly what I want to call it yet. But it's also based on true events that happened a couple years ago back in Chicago, where there were some people that were found in alleyways with some of their body parts that are missing. And what was interesting about that was that it wasn't the fact that they were murdered. That was one thing. But what caught my eye and what made me write a story about it was that the cuts that were on these people were like surgical cuts. Like whoever cut them open for their body parts knew what they were doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so they're selling organs or something.
Exactly my point.
Well, that's a real life thing that goes on, and it's behind the scenes. It's sad that it happens, but it's a black market kind of thing.
Right. It's kind of like, not to bring the guy up, but what was going on with the guy in L.A. that hung himself in jail. I forgot his name. With the kids that were trafficking kids. Right. See, that's big business, and stuff like that always stays underground. And I always say, just because we don't see it happening doesn't mean it's not happening.
You got to bring it out and bring awareness,
right.
Yeah.
And that organs, that's a black market, and it's big business. And, and it brought me to thinking when I saw this, you know how sometimes people be missing and you can't find them?
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
and the people that just disappear from the face of the earth. Can that be linked to that black market for organs? You know what I mean? Like I started thinking, I said, well, hold on a second. Can this be connected to these people missing and they can't be found?
That
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that and human trafficking.
Exactly.
And those are scary aspects, but they're real and they're true. And I commend you for wanting to bring these topics out and bring them to light and tell some of these people's stories, that, maybe wouldn't have a voice except through your films.
Right. And it's real, it's touchy, I wrote I have 34 pages of 35 pages that I wrote on that, and it's been sitting there for 8 months because I've just been so busy doing my podcast and other things. But this summer I've been speaking to some people, and they're gonna out here, and I think we're gonna start shooting some of this movie this summer.
I'm gonna send you a link to some free script writing software.
Okay.
And it'll guide you step by step on how to write a screenplay.
Okay.
And how to do the bios, the character bios, everything else. It'll guide you through it, and you don't have to be online. You can work offline and save your work, and it's free, and it's great script writing software. And
awesome.
I'm going to send that because I think you really need it. I think with everything you got going on, it'd be good with your ideas if you set it down. After you finish writing, then you take it to script.
Right.
And I think knowing your own script and the format and everything will be really beneficial to you. So I'm going to jet you a link on that through Messenger, and you can just check it out and follow it and just go step by step, and it'll guide you every step of the way.
Awesome. I appreciate that.
You amaze me, Vic, because you come from a hard upbringing and you're trying to make it. And you're turning dust into gold.
Yeah.
Well, that's how I see you. Because you reach out, you help people, you're there for people. And maybe some of that needs to come back to you a little bit.
Yeah. In time, it's when God's ready, I guess I just wait when he feels it's my time. I've just been patient, I just be real patient and I keep working because whatever God has for me, it's there and no one can take that, so, and
that's amazing. Those are very true words, and a lot of people don't know that about me, but throughout my life, I wake up and I do follow God's lead on a lot of things that I do. And, sometimes he don't give me a direction, and I take one, and he might say, yo, girl, pull back.
Right.
Or go this way, go that way, but you got to be open to hear. But, you don't let nothing stop you, and you don't give up, and I'm very proud of you. So what you need are some people who believe in you and some investors that would take a chance and not be afraid to take a chance. And you're in Boston. You got lots of filming grounds. Lots of places and lots of stories you could tell, I bet.
Yeah, I know a lot of business owners that I can use. But actually, the movie Don Hazel the Gangster that I played a gangster, a lot of those locations I helped get through some of my friends that own clubs and bars and breakfast spots, and it didn't cost nothing because we knew them, so they were like, yo, you can just let me know when you're coming in and you can shoot.
Yeah, isn't
So it didn't
that?
cost us anything.
Yeah, that's great to have people like that because in a lot of my films, like Cat Pacino, William Lashbrook, Linda Salvin, who is she's a great psychic out of Los Angeles and Hollywood, and she's been on Kardashian show, Kris Jenner interviews, and she always said she knew that I would make it. And, but a lot of these people just come out on their own dime because they believe in you and they want to be a part of what you're doing.
Yeah.
And
do you want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
You know who reached out to me through my Instagram, and we had some words. We spoke. Jennifer Gagner.
Awesome.
Yeah, we've been talking on Instagram, and it's funny, how now I'm getting these actors reaching out to me and liking my stuff, and it's just so cool because Jennifer, where I come from, those are just dreams to some people. It's just dreams that will never come true, and for it to happen to me, for me to dream like some people dream, and for it to come true, I got no words for that. Some people be like, "Hey, Vic, man, you doing this, you're doing a lot of things," but I don't see it like that. It's maybe I haven't processed it yet. The fact that, I'm getting in touch with certain people, but
it's not only that they want to be in touch with you because you have a good heart and you have a good soul, and you're trying to do good things, and you got the award because you earned it, and
thank you.
And you did something you never done before, and you weren't afraid to try.
Right.
And I think that is awesome that you could just believe in yourself. And
right. If you don't believe in yourself, who's going to believe in you?
That's right. And the message you're giving to your kids,
Yeah, and that's another big reason why I do what I do, to show them that there's another side of me that they never seen, they always seen the other side of me growing up, and now that they see this side, they be like, "Wow, Pops, you did a 360, and they like it, they're like, "I like this side of you, you're helping people, you're doing good things, you connecting with the right people, people love you, they like you, they come on your show, and they're just proud of me right now, and that's all that matters. If my kids are proud of me and they're happy, that's all that matters."
Well, and they're getting some dreams of their own, aren't they? Who is it that wants to be the model?
My son, Stax.
And he's a good-looking young man, and he's tall. He's got great cheekbones, great physique. I'd like to see him get out there. I know he's shy, but...
Yeah, he is shy.
A lot of models are shy. They don't have to really talk. They just got to walk and look good.
And the thing with him, Jennifer, he amazed me. He reminds me when I was younger. The girls go crazy over him. I seen girls walk up to him, not one, couple, and say, "Hey, give me a call."
Man.
And he looks at, and I look at him, he goes, "Pops, it happens all the time."
I could see him in Armani or any of these great designers, men's suits and outfits. I mean, I could see him, I really hope he pursues that dream, and I hope he learns from you that he really should just get out there,
Right, but that's the thing. I want to connect with the right people,
right,
that can lead him the right way. Because he has a trust issue with people, he only trusted me and my team. So it's very hard for him to trust other people. He be like, Pop, you got to come with me.
Yeah, and that's good, and you should. And
Yeah,
you
I
should.
do. Yeah.
Yeah, you should be
But
there because this can be a dirty business. It can be very underhanded. I mean, being in the public eye, being all of that. I mean, it's not always a clean business. You know.
right, he did a commercial that for Nike that it didn't go through because the people weren't legit. Let's just say legit.
Okay.
So we fell back, but he did the commercial. My buddy edited it, and if you see this commercial, he looks so good, and he killed the line. And I know if Nike sees that commercial he did, they will love it.
You need to jet that to me.
Yeah, you will. If you see that commercial, you will say, "Oh my God, this kid looks like a real commercial, like a TV commercial."
Well, you jet that to me. I'll see if I can't get it to Nike.
Okay.
All right. And I
Yeah.
know I wear Air Jordans, but I don't have nothing against Nike either. Okay.
You did make Jordans your size.
Yeah, they make Jordans my size, all at 3 feet tall, as you say. Now, if you'd have said that at the Oscars, I don't know, man.
I would have got punched by the man.
Yeah, no, you might have got punched by Bill, but he's half your size, so I doubt it.
I love Bill. Bill's so cool.
Everyone needs a Bill. In fact, Kat and I were talking tonight, and I was on the phone before the show, and I was telling her that I got you coming on, and she heard the new jingle, and I'm going to play it again right after we get done talking. Because I said at the beginning I might play that jingle 3 or 4 times, but it's just so awesome. But, you know, yeah, I was talking to her, and I was telling her that you was coming on, and she wanted me to give you a shout-out.
Okay.
Tell you hello, and you guys got to get out there to Vegas.
Yeah,
And,
well,
you were out there recently.
that's another thing this summer. See, it's going to be real busy for me. I mean, I got so much things going on. I want to go to Vegas. You know, I wanted to go over where you at in Oregon. I want to go to Illinois, back to Baltimore with these paranormal teams and link up with each of them and do an episode with everyone, you know, and just show the love, you know, and support.
That would be so cool, you know, for you to get to all those places. And I know you're looking for a new place and a new studio right now. And I want to wish you.
Things are getting out of hand here in Massachusetts as far as rent control and everything going up. Everything's going up except people's pay. So my thing is, how can people afford these apartments when your employee ain't trying to give you a raise?
Well,
you know,
Oregon's raised all their stuff, and you know, I keep talking to you about Oregon, but you know, I was talking to Kat, and she had a friend there, and they're looking at property and coming out to Oregon because they like Cali, but nobody can afford it. So they're looking at places along the Oregon coast and coming to Oregon. A lot of people are coming here, and they have raised the incomes, and they can't raise the rent but once a year out here. So that kind of caps it. And it's only a certain percentage they're allowed to raise. So
see, that's what they know out here.
Yeah, see, they need to do that kind of everywhere, but I wish you luck in all of that. And, you know, I don't know, Massachusetts was expensive when I was out there, and it was years ago.
Well, right now, it's out of order. Like, I called this place, and I asked the lady, it was a one-bedroom, it was a nice place, I'm not going to lie. But she was like almost $4,000 a month to stay in a 1-bedroom apartment.
$1,200, $1,500, you can get 2, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, fenced yard house out here, and they're very nice houses. And you know, you got a lot of amenities. You get your heating and your air, and when you rent, they pay the water and the trash and things like that. So it's a very good place, and I can see why people are moving out here. I'm just glad I came home, because I've lived all over the United States, and I really wanted to come home, and I'm glad I did. It's just been the best move I could have ever made, you know. So you might want to think about that. And, you know, I've always told you, you got an open door out here, and after you get moved and settled, you can bring the rest of your clan out, you know?
Yeah. Thank you so much. You know what, Jennifer? My goal is not for me, right? My goal is for my son. You know, I want to make this happen for him, and for some of my friends. You know that.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot easier to drive to LA than it is to fly, and a lot of sights and everything out here. A lot of things to do. So you might want to talk to your son, and a lot more peaceful.
I want to bring him out there. What? I want to bring him out there when I come see you. I want to bring him out there with me. See, if you noticed, I've been bringing him with me to a lot of places out of town where I travel to.
Good.
And that's to show him that there's other things out there besides our city.
Oh, you got to see the world, man. You got to see the United States. You got to see the history. And he's, you know, Stax is welcome out here. Any of your group is, you know. And I'll put him in Oculus and put him on walking the plank. You know, Oculus is this virtual reality thing, and Bill and I each got one. And they have this thing where it's like you're walking a plank, but you're on a 70-story building.
Oh, my goodness.
But you're on the floor, but it looks like you're walking this plank, man. And then we'll video him. I am bad, I tell you what.
You are. I don't know how Bill put up with you.
I don't know. I shampooed all the carpets yesterday, and I had a note on the door: "Do not wear your shoes in the house, or you will die." He took his shoes off. Man, I love you. What do you want to say to all your people out there? And shout out, because I know Barbara's listening, Charlotte Hogue is listening, and Stax, shout out. I think Isaiah's listening. My Iggy.
Yeah.
Oh, man, he got to take Iggy instead of IG. He got to be an Iggy. You know? I mean, I love that.
Well, what I want to say to the people is that I'm thankful for all of them for supporting the show, supporting the Don Big Show with co-host IG. I want to thank them for their friendship, their honesty, the love that they show us, you know, and I want to tell them that don't let nothing come in between your dream. Put 100% into whatever it is that your dream is. Fulfill it, and don't never listen to what other people have to say. You know, just go out there and do what it is that you want to do. Have fun while you do it, and make sure that you stay focused 100%.
And surround yourself with eagles, because you ain't going to want to fly with turkeys.
That's right. Believe in your dream and fly.
That's right. Now, I'm going to ask you a tough question. All right? Now, get your mindset ready, because you know this is coming from my Italian-Irish redhead. Okay?
Hey.
All right. Now, if you had 5 minutes to pitch to an investor why they should invest in your film and give the title, pitch 5 minutes to all the investors out there why they should invest in your film?
Well, they should invest in my film because, first of all, it's a great film. It's based on a true story, and it has a message for all communities around the world, and they need to watch the film.
What's the name of the film?
And the name of the film is called, I forgot the name of the Hunted Spirit Paranormal.
Okay. Now, what's going to make that film a bestseller?
The actors in it.
Right. So, see, you're kind of learning a little bit here, too, aren't you? It's action-packed, it's drama, it's excitement, it's real life, based on a true story, has a message, and everyone will love it. And you're a producer and a director that can make it happen. So please invest in my film. There you go.
That's right. And it will have a reel.
Yes, that's right. Sizzle reel.
Sizzle reel, correct.
You'll have a sizzle reel.
Yeah, I got a little friend that be putting stuff in my ear.
I don't know who that friend would be, doggone it.
He is amazing.
This is an exciting time for you. And I remember my first film and my first times out there and my first awards and my first SAG-AFTRA film. And even though that's exciting, you still got to pay insurance to your actors and all this kind of stuff. But, you know, it's an amazing time. I'm very proud of you, and I'm very pleased to know you. And
thank you.
Very honored.
Likewise.
And thank you for being on my show, because you never know what I'm going to hit you with.
That's right. And before we go, I want to shout out everyone, my IG, Stacks, P, you for having me on the show. And it's too many people for me to shout out, but you guys know who you are. All the paranormal teams, all the directors, actors, comedians, radio hosts that have been on my show. And tune in Thursday. I have Bakar Radio coming on the show. We'll be talking about some paranormal stuff. So I would love all the paranormal teams to come on and watch this, because it's going to be exclusive.
And you got John Harvey and Gene Russell.
Yeah. That's right. They're coming on the 9th. April 9th, they'll be on the show. I have Amy Barbera coming on the show. I have Mary Alice coming on the show. I have so many people coming on the show. I have Bale Thomas also coming on the show. Great actor.
You have goodness. Superman. Superman's coming on the show.
Well, you know what's funny about Mr. East is that he had texted me. He said, I'm coming to the U.S. in June. So I'm hoping that I can catch him when he comes down. I don't know if he's going to L.A. or where he's going, but I'm going to try to catch him when he comes down here to bring him on the show. But yeah, Superman, Mr. Jeffrey East. And thanks to you for making that connection for me.
I'm going to give you an easier way to get a hold of him.
Oh, yeah?
Start your show and just do an audio or a video on Messenger. You can get him. You can get anybody worldwide through Messenger. You're on Messenger right now on my radio show.
Right.
And he can be out of the country or whatever. But I can also FaceTime him and do the interview, like, you know, bring him on the podcast through my phone. Well, there you go then. Get her done. As we say in the South, get her done.
Yeah, I love your laugh. I like that.
Get her done. That's how we say it in the South. Jeff Foxworthy.
Yeah, I'm going to get it done. I'm definitely going to have him on the show. And now that I'm talking to Jennifer Gardner, I'm going to see if she will come on the show as well.
Well, good.
Yeah, she's been in a whole lot of films. You know that. And she asked me to get the app Hangout so we can talk more.
Very
I got to
cool.
download that app and have her send it to her so she can reach out to me on
There
that
you go.
app.
And get yourself on Twitter and Instagram on your show.
I'm on Instagram.
All right. Well, get a hold of Kim Kardashian, Kris Jenner, Linda Salvin, lots of other people, and I'll hook you up with some. And of course, I don't need to. You got it going on without me, man. You do. You don't need a little red-headed girl.
What do you mean?
You
I'm always gonna need you. I'm always gonna need you.
My king, Don Vic.
Hey.
Thanks, Don. You have a great night. I know it's late out there for you, and thank you for being such a good sport, putting up with me, and never knowing what I'm going to say.
That's right. Well, thank you for having me, and I'm happy you're back. Thank you for coming back, and big shout out to WFTP Radio.
Thank you. Don Vic, everybody. Thank you, Don.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Awesome. Very cool. Don Vic. The Don Vic Show. He's got it going on. He needs, some people who believe in him, give him a little, funding for his film. Doesn't have to be a lot. He's learning. He's getting out there. And I'm very, very excited. And now we're going to play my jingle again just because I want to. If I find it again. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? It's way down here. And I have to give another shout out to John Henry Harvey and Gene Russell Jr. and Litton. Here we go.
Welcome to Willamette County, home of Oregon, Sunshine City, Crater Lake, and the absolute best of talk radio, interviews, music, and comedy in the world. WFTP proudly presents the Queen of Talk Radio, Princess of the Silver Screen, Master of the Culinary Arts, award-winning author and filmmaker. It's the Jennifer Dawn Show with co-host William Joseph.
I love that. All right, this one goes out to all y'all from the great Jimmy Sean D. Rise up.
Oh my Lord on high, we ask you to be with us every day of our lives. Oh my Lord on high, we thank you for being there. Rise up. Rise up. Rise up. Rise up. This song's for the children of the world. Lines for boys and girls. Raise your hands up to the sky. Reach the Lord, we've got to fly. Angels soaring above our heads. All the memories, all we've had. The Lord up on high. Raise up the children to the sky. Rise up to the heavens on high. Rise up to the spirits that fly. Rise up and the hands we made. Rise up to the Lord we made. Rise up to angels on high. Rise up and our love will fly. Rise up to the hands we made. Rise up safely in our lives with you, my Lord. We ask you, Lord, will you have my hand and take me there? We ask you, my Lord, be with me to count the days. We ask you, my Lord, in a very special way. Rise up, through our hands on high. Rise up, look up to the sky. Rise up, to the Lord we lay. Rise up, Jesus, you came. Rise up, rise up, rise up, to the Lord on high. Rise up, angels in the sky. Rise up, hold my hand, sweet Lord. Rise up, to your arms, sweet Lord. Rise up, rise up, rise up, rise up to you, my Lord.
There's a part of me that you cannot see. There's a part of me that you'll never ever know, that I'll never ever show. There's a part of me that only I can see. I am a diamond light. I will not be a victim of cruelty. I will not be led by the darkness of your heart. I'm flooding my life with abundant waves of diamond light. Oh, I cannot make your heart feel my heart. I gave all I could give. There's nothing more for me to give. I cannot make your heart love me. I cannot make your heart feel me. Oh, I am a diamond light. I will not be a victim of cruelty. I will not be led by the darkness of your heart. I'm flooding my life with abundant waves of diamond light. I am here with my heart in hand. My heart is in His hand. I cannot stand here for another day, and I know down deep in my chest that I tried my best. These are the notes of my heart. These are the colors of my diamond heart. Oh, I am a diamond light. I will not be a victim of cruelty. I will not be led by the darkness of your heart. I'm flooding my life with abundant waves of diamond light. Oh, you don't own me. My heart is free to be me. I've turned my dial. My past will not hold me back. Heaven's created from the moment of right now. I am a diamond, light of love.
I am down with no direction. I just stand and watch the sky, dreaming, wondering if someone out there, just one glimpse could change my life. There is a dream giver, his love and mercy brings us home. If we follow where he leads, believers will see their dreams come alive. We must always keep him close. Without him, we will die, because he died for you and me. We are free to believe. There is a dream giver, his love and mercy
brings us home. If we follow where he leads, believers will see their dreams come alive. There is a dream giver, his love and mercy brings us home. If we follow where he leads, believers will see their dreams come alive. Dream giver. Dream giver. Believers will see their dreams come alive. Not everything is meant to be, 'cause you can choose your destiny. Just keep the faith and carry on. Although the road you take is long, many bridges still left to cross. Your dream's not over until you stop. With God's help, you will see. You just got to believe. Just follow your dreams. You just got to believe. Just follow your dreams. When you were young, you felt so free, free to choose what you could be. But through the years, you've lost your way. Just keep the faith, don't ever stray. Any bridges still left to cross. Your dream's not over until you stop. With God's help, you will see. You just got to believe. Just follow your dreams. You just got to believe. Just follow your dreams. Any bridges still left to cross. Your dream's not over until you stop. With God's help, you will see. You just got to believe. You just got to just follow your dreams. You just got to believe. You just got to just follow your dreams. You just got to
finally saw the light. He had been a sinner, but he started living right. He went and told the people he'd changed his way of life. And I'll find my way to heaven too if I can find that light. Won't you lead me to Damascus, Lord, it's dark and I'm alone, and I may not be able to find my own way home. Lead me to Damascus where the healing light is found. Like Paul, I am a sinner, help me turn my life around. Let the last of my life be better than the first. When I was a young girl, life went from bad to worse. Now it's time to pay the fiddler. I want to make things right, but I'm stumbling in the darkness. Won't you lead me to the night? Lead me to Damascus, Lord, it's dark and I'm alone, and I may not be able to find my own way home. Lead me to Damascus where the healing light is found. Like Paul, I am a sinner, help me turn my life around. Lead me to Damascus, Lord, it's dark and I'm alone, and I may not be able to find my own way home. Lead me to Damascus where the healing light is found. Like Paul, I am a sinner, help me turn my life around.
Ruthie Steele. She and I go way back. She's around 90-something years old now, and she's given me the rights to play all of her music, and I need to get some more of it out there. I'm working on it. I think this is my 6th or 7th show, but I'm having a blast. So many artists and musicians out there I want to air, and I want to hear your voice. I want to hear what you have to say. So you need to get with me at Forbidden Tears _productions at yahoo.com. And yes, Victor Santiago, some people still use Yahoo. All right. Whoa. We're going to come out with a little slither. Pastor Slither. John Harvey, Gene Russell, all y'all, where angels fly.
I remember holding hands while we walked through the tall green grass. I looked in your blue eyes and I knew that you would not last. I wanna take you back, I wanna hold you close, I wanna take us back to the place before it began. Take you back, I wanna feel you close, wanna go to Never, Never Land, where angels fly. Where angels fly. I remember when I told you it would be alright. I would always take care of you and hold you day and night. I wanna take you back, wanna hold you close, wanna take you back to the place before it all began. Take you back, wanna feel you close, wanna go to Never, Never Land, where angels fly. Only 21, life had just begun. On that fateful day, my heart went away, yeah. Still my life goes on.
where angels fly. Angels fly all around us. And we just have to see them, and we have to know that they're there, and we have to believe that they're there. And here we go with a little Max Ristano out of the UK, same as Wyatt and Ayers, who we played tonight. I play everybody from around the world. And music is relatable, and it speaks messages. Sometimes we don't have the words to say something, but if we play a song, and if you really listen to who dedicates that song to you or who plays it to you, they'll hear your message. Let's give it up for little Max Ristano, who I knew when he was like 15. Geez, he's a young man now. He's played with Donny Osmond. They did out an album, and man, he's a young man now. He's no longer a kid. Life is Real by Max.
I want to say something about the way I feel, 'cause everything in life is also real. I want to shout it out so everyone can hear it. Death's the final word. At least I will be heard. Your life's so hard, but I'm giving it all I got. Your life's so hard, but I'm coming out ready enough. Life is real, you've only got one chance, you see, and I'm gonna make it right for me, seeing everything I dare to say. Life is mine, I'm doing it all the time, making sure that it goes fine. I'm
Take it, Slither.
I tell you, my brothers and sisters, I've got a very good secret to tell you. Shh. My brothers and my sisters, I found out the secret to love. You've got to be with everybody and be happy with everybody, and that is the secret to love. You must cherish every day, you know. Cherish your life, you know, and cherish your friendships. I say, shh, I know a secret, and the secret is our love. Shh, I know a secret, and the secret is our love from above. Oh yes, brothers and sisters, man. I'm not, saying I'm a very religious man, but I'm very spiritual. I love all my peoples of my town, my peoples all around. I just love them to death. And I know the secret of love is the one from above. You've got to hold on tight to the ones you love. I tell you, and then the whole world makes sense. And then we get all along and we say, shh, I know a secret, and the secret from above. Shh, I know a secret, and the secret is our love from above. Oh yes, play it, Mr. Organ Man. We enjoy your many notes all the time, and we love you. I know a secret, and the secret is our love. I know a secret, my friends, and now I'm sharing it with you. It is the love from above, the love within your hearts, and the love all over the town on your friends. Everyone, I know a secret, and the secret is our love. I know a secret, and the secret is our love. Everybody sing. I know a secret, and the secret is our love. I know a secret, and the secret is our love from above. All right, my friends, I'm going now. Stay with the organ man, he will make you smile, sir. Goodbye.
Standing waiting by the railroad tracks. The midnight train is approaching fast. Just one more hour, then she'll throw her life away. She's got to get some relief. She can't face another day. When it seemed the time was right to end it all and face the flashing light, a stranger appeared before her eyes, and the angel pleaded, don't throw away your life. Don't throw it all away, for Jesus will give you life. Don't throw it all away, he's there in the midst of strife. Don't throw it all away when there isn't hope inside. Don't throw it all away, don't let life pass you by. It was then, with her eyes opened wide, she wanted to thank him, but it vanished in the night. She came close to dying, but instead found life. She heeded the Lord and asked Jesus inside. Don't throw it all away, for for Jesus will give you life. Don't throw it all away, he's there in the midst of strife. Don't throw it all away when there isn't hope inside. Don't throw it all away, don't let life pass you by. Don't turn away from his voice today, but turn to Jesus Christ. He will save your life. Don't throw it all away, for Jesus will give you life. Don't throw it all away, he's there in the midst of strife. Don't throw it all away when there isn't hope inside. Don't throw it all away, don't let life pass you by. Don't throw it all away, don't let life pass you by.
Don't throw it all away. Danny Jones. He and I also go way back. Every musician I play, we go way back. And I want new ones, and there are new ones. And we're going to go way back too. And, you know, with everything going on, you know, in Ukraine, and everyone having to evacuate, and can you imagine what that might be like? You know, and I know this next song has to do with Native Americans, but like I said before, music is relatable. There's a trail of tears in all of us. Well, shout out to Ukraine. And yeah, I hope they win. Do I wish there wasn't a war? Yeah. Do I wish there were no tears? Yes, because I am forbidden tears. This next song, I think, in our own ways, in all of our lives, we can relate to. Trail of Tears, Slither.
Lay your heart, lay your heart, Chano Paki, lay your heart, By 1840, 90% of 10 million Native Americans were wiped out by warfare, disease, or famine, all supplied by the white European. By then, all eastern tribes that were left were moved by force to Indian territories west of the Mississippi. It all started in 1540, when the European expedition met Soto and Native Americans in southeastern America and forced tribes into slavery and abuse because they were savages. They were raped, pillaged, robbed. No tribe was more successful at adapting the white man's way than the Cherokee, to no avail. As gold was discovered on Red Man's land, and all tribes were rounded up in internment camps and forced to leave their homes, taking with them only what they could carry. on the trail of tears. Not just the Cherokee, but the Ottawa, Pawnee, Miami, Choctaw, Creek, Seminole, Fox, Kickapoo, Delaware, the Chickasaw, Potawatomi, the Sauk, and others were relocated. 90,000 Indians. Too many humans died on the trail of tears. On behalf of any of my ancestry that took part in such savage actions against all human beings, I truly and humbly apologize.
That song resonates. But what's going to resonate more is this next song, and it's our closing song. And I do need more music from artists because I don't air anyone that doesn't give me permission to air their music. And so if you know anyone out there who wants to get their music out, I don't play just one genre, but I will put a show together to kind of tie them all in together. And that's what makes a great show. You got to know how to make a show. I'm looking for a certain song here because given everything going on in Ukraine and all of that, I want to play Thank You for Standing. And I want to shout that out to all of Ukraine, all of our servicemen, all of our veterans, everyone who has had to face the fire. And facing the fire means a lot of things. Mostly, it's Afghanistan, it's Iraq, it's Ukraine, it's any war that's ever been fought. I think we've had too many, and no, I don't want to see war. But I don't think they get enough thanks. So here they are, and this is the closing of our show. And in closing, I want to thank Don Vic Show, Victor Santiago. I want to thank Wyatt and Ayers out of the UK. I want to thank Danny Jones. I want to thank Chris Freund, Max Restaino, Slither, John Harvey, Gene Russell Jr., Jimmy Shandy, Ruthie Steele, Doug Adair, Ray Risky Pitts. There's just so many. I know I'm missing somebody, so cut me a little slack here, guys. And shout out John Harvey. He says he has to go to bed. He's not 18 anymore. Well, I'm not 18 anymore either. So we're going to call it a night. I want to thank all my listeners, my fans. And I want to give a shout out to my mom. My mom actually sent me a text. She goes, "So you're doing radio now? Amazing." I don't think she ever knows what I do. I should probably stay more in touch. All right. to all of our servicemen, to all of those who are fighting for whatever they fight for, whatever they stand for, and whatever they back up those beliefs for. Thank you for standing. Good night, everybody. WFTP Radio.
My hero ain't never been a zero. I just wanna thank you for standing. My daddy never made it back. Was a Viet Cong guerrilla attack, and I just wanna thank for standing. I thank you for standing for the U.S. of A. and the freedom she stands for. I took an oath to flag I would defend, and if I could, I would do it all again. And I just want to thank you for standing. I am a young Marine. I lost my legs to an IED. I just want to thank you for standing. She was a soldier, a mother, and my wife. Terrorist attack in Afghanistan took her young life. I just want to thank you for standing. I thank you for standing for the U.S. of A. and the freedom she stands for. I took an oath to flag I would defend, and if I could, I would do it all again. And I just want to thank you for standing. Hey, Mr. Quarterback, I thought that you knew better than that. You put your name on some fancy running shoes. Hey, with these colors, we don't run. We are the red, white, blue.
Good night, everybody. WFTP Radio, and we are out of here.